What up? Sorry, I'm not going to start music. I watched the press conference this morning about the Astros. I kind of want to ask you guys who are baseball people. Oops, let me turn my volume down. So, real quick, guys, if you're in here and you're listening, give me your take, not on the Astros situation necessarily. Well, give me your take on the Astros situation as it pertains to baseball. Because here's kind of my take on it, is that my understanding, and I historically have never followed baseball. I used to follow basketball, then I stopped in a minute again. I've never really followed baseball. It's kind of like one of those things that's beyond me. I've never been able to keep up with it. It's an extremely complex sport, it seems. So, but my understanding is that sign stealing happens all the time. It was through the use of technology and the complexity and the in-depth kind of sign stealing they did, which was criticized. So my question is why is it not allowed, but why aren't other teams being kind of criticized for the methods they used in this one? Is it because the technology that was used? Is that what it is, or the Morse code like things that was done? Maybe you guys during this break can give me your take on it. I've been very intrigued by it, just on the effect of sports. But that's the thing. The technology doesn't seem to be the issue. Like no one's bringing up the fact that no one wants to talk about. Okay, so like, yes, you other people have done this, but you use technology. That idea hasn't like at the press conference it was like you cheated. Well, like everyone cheats in baseball. Am I wrong on that? Like if you ever stole a sign, you cheated. Cheating is cheating is cheating is cheating, right? Like if you take air out of a ball to get an advantage, it's the same as sign stealing. Like why are we like saying, well, they cheated, they broke the rules, but it was a little less extreme than. Well, we recorded the team's sideline, but we were doing it for a documentary, even though cheating is cheating is cheating is cheating. Like it broke the rules. Why there unless there is a specific punishment or consequence given to a crime, you can't say, well, it wasn't. It's arbitrary then. Well, Logan, that's where the gray area is, and that's what I'm kind of starting to understand is the gray area seems to be the fact that it is illegal to steal signs. Am I wrong on that? Like in the baseball, like the ethical code, cheaters take the rings. They're not ever gonna do that. But the guy, listen, the guy that's talking now said the press conference was handled poorly. I could not agree more. They did an awful job. First he says, "Oh no, it didn't give us an edge," and then he's like, "Well, it didn't. I never said it didn't give us an edge." Like, yo, stick to a point. Sorry, I can't find my box cutter. Shoot, I did not know it was not in here, and I definitely want it. Give me a minute, guys. Crap, where's my freaking box cutters? Alright, I must have left my box cutters upstairs. I don't know. Oh, here's one. Alright, so this little guy right here stopped doing it because they were more of a distraction as a player. Well, that's not true, Dusty. People do non-illegal things. They're immoral things, right? Immoral things. So you can apologize for things that are ethically wrong but not legally wrong, right? And I agree with you. I agree it's illegal. I'm not. Don't think I'm siding with the Astros or anything like that. I always like to play devil's advocate because I want to kind of hear the other take on it. Points and hits. All right, yeah, Kenny. But you have to first, before you tell me, I want you to message it to me. You have to tell me what you meant by your stance on the gun conversation the other day. Just because every team is doing it, Logan, doesn't make it okay. That's what I'm saying. It's ethically wrong, correct? It's it's against baseball ethics to steal signs. Or is it a strategy? That's what I'm asking. All right, I'm not going to do any more of that. I'll let it go because I don't care enough about baseball. I want to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, is there a box of this missing? Oh, I have it right here. All right. Look what I got here. You guys see this? I'm giving this away this month. All right? Tatis Jr. autographed baseball bat. Every spot you've purchased in a break in the month of February, starting from our first break all the way through February, will be an entry to win this autographed Tatis Jr. bat. How's that sound? All right. Here we go. There's the auto. It is Beckett certified. I would say that what the electronics is what made it illegal, Logan. I agree 1,000%. Using a device that's typically not allowed, a recording device, whether it's for video, to give a guy a sign like on his chest. I agree with you 100%, Justin. I just wanted to hear your guys' take on it as baseball fans. So it sounds like you guys all agree. All right. Oh, I forgot there's not a pack in this. It's been that long, like 3 days. Well, we'll start out this way. Kettle Marte for the Mariners. This is a 6 out of 7. I don't know if I'm saying that name right, but that is actually card is gonna. We'll do it a little better reveal for the next ones. Going out to Eric Wiseman. Anybody down for that Fernandez or that Tatis bat? Man, no one. Everyone's still on that. You don't want to get excited about the giveaway. I'm going to post a picture. That's what my announcement was last night. I'm going to post it on the page. But if you're in here, you got a little early sneak peek. This is supposed to be the 101 half, Kenny. That's what they tell me. I didn't announce it because I didn't want to be a liar. But there we go. First one up going out to, who'd we say? That's Eric Wiseman. So yeah, I agree with you. More than anything, I'm more interested in how organizations respond. And here's my take on the response. Either apologize and admit you were wrong or don't. That's what irritated me. I was watching at the gym and they apologized and then they said, well, you know, we side with the commissioner. We shouldn't give up our rings. No, it didn't really give us an edge. What do you mean? It doesn't give you an edge? Well, it can and it can't. What? No, it does give you an edge. So, rather, even if you don't use technology, if you are... Oh my goodness, I did it again. All right, here we go. I'm actually intrigued by what's going to happen in baseball. This is out of 21. David Peralty. That one's going out to Logan Champagne. There you go. Is he any good for the Diamondbacks? Out of 21, that's a Stadium Club card. Going out to Logan. Then I'm going to ask you guys, this question then. Do you feel like if they're going to let these players that were involved continue to play, do you feel like Pete Rose should be allowed back into baseball? Oops. So I got to tell you this. We talked a lot about how I started out basketball this way and I didn't know much about basketball and I got into it. Dude, I've been so into basketball lately. I have a feeling it's going to happen with baseball this year. Oh, and we are going to give away a fantasy spot with this. I forgot to announce it, but we are going to give it away. I agree. Well, why is he still out? With all the things that have happened in sports between the steroid controversies and, so many other things along the way. Why the F is he not in the... Why is he, even if it's not the Hall of Fame, get him back into baseball. Reinstate him into baseball, right? He's going to go to the Hall of Fame. Hey, that random teams throwback just dropped if anyone's interested. Well, that's what I mean. You can't suspend an entire team, so what do you do? I agree. I mean, it's a tough situation for baseball. It's not good for baseball. All right, this one's not out of a 1 either. It's out of 61. It's going to go to, he's on the Phillies on this card. Scott Kingery out of 61. That's going out to Max Schultheus. There you go, Max from Germany. And you know what? I've seen baseball, like polls that have asked baseball fans if he should be in. And it's like an overwhelmingly majority to yes, he should be. But baseball hates him so much, it seems. It seems like he has been blackballed so hard, and maybe it was his response. Maybe there's more he said and did to the high-ups or to the gods of baseball, to the Illuminati of baseball, because it like baseball has that much tradition to it. It really does. It's crazy how deep baseball goes, I think. That I feel like they're doing everything they can to keep him out. And I feel like the public demand and a lot of people with more and more scandals that come along, more and more people are kind of like, get him back in baseball. You know what's funny, Joe? They talked about that today with football. I love your phrase there. You can't tell the story of baseball without Pete Rose. So today they were talking about the Football Hall of Fame, right? And how it's fairly easy to get in the Football Hall of Fame, and should Phillip Rivers go to the Hall of Fame? I mean, he's been in the league 16 years. Yes, he's in the top 10 of all these stats, but he has more kids, 9, than he does playoff appearances, 5. And I'll be talking about this in our football break. But since Joe said it, this one's out of 23. On the Pirates on this card, it's going to be a Corey Dickerson. Going out to Ben Reno Tirado out of 23, 22 out of 23. So, and they said, well, here's the great question, and Joe just did it. Can you tell the story of football without Phillip Rivers? And the simple answer is yes, you can. Would he be a mention along the way? Yes. But you can't tell the story of football without Eli Manning beating Brady twice in the Super Bowl. Brady would have 8 rings. It would be a whole different setup in the NFL, but Manning beat him. I got to say this for football. This is Ben Reno Tirado. I agree, Stephen. It is easy to get into the Hall of Fame in football. Yeah, but the apologies on the baseball thing today they were piss poor. Hey, Joe, do you have your eBay up yet? Joe's going to be posting a break on eBay to break on our page. He's going to post a link on the page. All right. This is, again, out of 23. This card, I believe, for the Twins. Nope, sorry, Indians. My bad. I just saw the jerseys. Indians. It is going to go to Bobby Bradley, and that is going to be Michael Lausing. So then what do you do, who said it? Manny, Steven, what do you do? Put the Giants defense in the Hall of Fame that year? Every player on the defense? This is going to Michael Lausing. I think David Tyree should go to the Hall. No, I'm just kidding. He shouldn't. Little controversy today, man. We got a whole bunch of controversy. Hall of Fame stuff. All right, halfway through, we got to find some 101s. I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell. I know they have to be careful, though, because you don't want the Hall of Fame to get watered down where it's like, oh, cool, Hall of Fame. Yeah, everyone's in the Hall of Fame. This one out of 84, player for the Washington Nationals, Patrick Corbin. That one's going to go out to, or is it Corbin Patrick? Is he a combo player? Nope. Michael Lousing for that one, too. I just skipped over him. Devin Booker to replace Damian Lillard in the All-Star game. Dude, did anyone catch the Lakers Nuggets game last night? Whew, that was a good game. Van Gundy said it was the best game he's watched all season that he's been a part of. Patrick Corbin going to Michael Lousing. Again, guys, two things real quick as we have 4 boxes left in this. Every break that you're in on our page, now it doesn't go to like the eBay breaks and stuff, but go bid on those. But I have to have the list for it. So, Joe, you can always, if you do a break on the page, you can send me the list. But it is going to have an entry into the Tatis bat. I'll include Joe's Facebook breaks, but not the eBay ones. But check those out. But that being said, we also are giving away a fantasy spot tonight. Handsome. I don't feel handsome, but thank you. All right, it is a redemption card. You are due a buyback autograph. This is going to go out to, an OG, an original. Dusty Maskery with the Ozzy Albies. Is that how you say his name? Going out to Dusty Maskery. I don't think Rivers gets in the Hall of Fame. Rivers definitely doesn't get in first ballot. I think Eli Manning was. Do you think who was better in their career, Eli Manning or Phillip Rivers? I'm curious what you guys think about that, because you know that was wasn't that a big trade or something? Weren't they involved in a trade in some way? Well, they say they're hard to get, but, obviously the big cards do really well. And you got to look at the price point, too. The price point on these are phenomenal. If they did a football product this cheap with a buyback auto on it, it would sell out instantly. You wouldn't be able to get it. Would be allocated so heavily you wouldn't get it. But baseball has more names in it, and so it brings the price point down. This one out of 47, I can't believe we better have at least one more one of one. Our first one had like 3 or 4 one of ones in it. This one out to the White Sox. It's going to go out to another one. I mean, that's why you get multiple players. For Max S from Germany, Lucas Giolito. Out of 47. So I got to ask you guys, while I have you here, do you want me to get any more of this or not? If not, let me know now. I won't, because this is all I have left. But I can order more and probably continue to do it right around this price. I can't go any cheaper, that's for sure. But it's because I don't use a lot of supplies, and it's just 20 cards. I can keep shipping down. I can keep it as cheap as I can on this. I mean, for 21 a spot, it's nice for a chance, even a chance at. College ball for local community college. And now we're opening his cards out of Signature Series archives. Here we go. 2 more boxes to go. All right. It's out of 49. This player is for the Tigers on this card. I'm looking to see if he is a combo player. I think he might be. Yes, he is. He's comboed with Trevor May, and this one's going out to Corey Kelly. Dawel Lugo? Some of the stuff they're doing for Kobe at the All-Star game. All right, last box mojo, and then we're going to give away fantasy spot 2. Right now, Chris Vogt is the only one in our fantasy league. We're going to do at least 11 spots because we'll have to have a commissioner spot. But I'm probably going to co-commission it with Joe. Joe, are you interested in being the commissioner of the league and managing that team? Because you're going to have to represent Blazzzin a lot more than I would. Not a single other one of one in that. That's why I didn't say anything. You guys said there was a lot more than one. We had a lot more in the first one. Out of 65. On this card, he's on the Astros. I don't know if he still is. Let's see who has it. Going out to Ron Maxa, Lance McCullers Jr. out of 65. I just love that these are all on card. I can't believe that's from Gypsy Queen. I don't know yet, Todd. We're still trying to decide. We'll probably put a poll up and see. That one going out to Ron Maxa. Oh yeah, Colin Kaepernick's releasing a memoir of his story for oppression, and it's getting published by his own publishing company. I did read a report that he's still working out every day and does expect a call from the NFL this offseason. So maybe we'll get to see Colin Kaepernick in football this year. Bobby Bradley going out to Michael Lausing out of 23. Corey Dickerson, Ben Reno Torado out of 23. Max Sothias with the Scott Kingery. Is it Kingery or Kingery? Hard G or soft G? Out of 61. David Peralti out of 21 going to Logan. I am going to get some more of this, guys. And Kettle Marte, Eric Wiseman. We had the Lance McCullers Jr. out of 65 going to Ron. Corey Kelly, the Doel Lugo. That's out of 49. Lucas Giolito, Max Sothias. That's out of 47. Dusty Masker with the Ozzy Albies Redemption. Yeah, they were a little bit more than normal. And Patrick Corbin, Michael Lausing out of 84. So it sounds like we want some more of this. I mean, I'll do my best to keep it that price. As long as they didn't shoot it up yet, I'll try my best to continue to do it this way. Kenny, I expect to see 2 different messages from you. 1 with the gun conversation, 2 with the points and the hits. I'm very curious about both of those. I will be doing a Bowman Draft 17-18 combo, and I'm hoping to maybe make it PYT. We'll see. All right. All right, guys. I'm going to go check in on this football. Make sure Todd's all right. Todd, you good? How's it look? Or Josh is doing that. I can't remember. All right, guys. Thanks for... Oh, we got to give away the fantasy spot. Hold on. My bad. My bad. I got it before you said it on the screen. I just see it pop. I just saw it pop up on your screen now. That gives you the idea of the delay. I'm getting better at remember. I looked at the bat and was like, wait, was I supposed to give something away? Here we go. Your names are in alphabetical order. That's the way I was checking payments, but baseball fantasy spot 2, min roll 5. Top name will get it. 11. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Justin Wren with spot 2. Spot 2 going out to Justin Wren. So we have Chris and Justin. There we go. 2 spots down. At least 9 to go. We might make it a 14-team league. I don't know how baseball works, so I have to do a little research on that. All right, guys, I'm going to roll out. Hope you all have a good day. Probably no more baseball today for me, but I think Joe's putting the auction up, all right? Deuces.